Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're going to talk about making art daily. So this is a really quick art journal page. It's not one of my favourites, but it's one I needed to do. I have been really struggling with art. I've actually got really behind in my art making. I have for the last few years been really conscious of sort of making art every day. And what I came to realise during the middle of last year was it was a real crutch for me, which I'm not complaining about because I loved it. But since things in my life have changed a little bit, I've found that because I was using art so much during such a stressful moment in my life, which I needed and really appreciated, I've come to have a bit of not a love-hate relationship with it, but I suppose going into that space, it makes me think, is there something wrong? Do I need to be in here for a reason? And I've forgotten the just doing it for fun part because I was so reliant on doing it for my mental health part, which was quite eye-opening for me. So it's been a real struggle, but I know it's something I need to get into again because I've really found that when I go into my studio now, and want to create, I've got a real block because it's like, well, what do I actually do? How do I start off? How do I get this to work? And because I've got out of that daily practice of just picking stuff up and doing it, it's actually taking me more effort to sit there and think and produce. So that's where this page was coming from. It was really just me sitting down and going, you just need to put paint on the page. Then you can just put a stencil on a page. Doesn't matter what it looks like, you just need to do something. So for me, this page was quite cathartic, but it was me really, I had to really force myself to do this page, which is interesting because usually I don't have to force myself to do art. It's fairly innate to me. I sort of sit down and it just happens. So it's been a funny process where I have to actually sit down and think about it a little bit more. So with this page, I was making a commitment to myself that I was going to create more. And it may not be daily, but, do something creative every day. Even if it's just go in and tidy up my studio or have a look at my things or do a swatch page or just scribble some stuff into a journal. It may not be complete, but just do something to keep my hands in the game, basically, to keep them practiced and on with what we need to do. So that was where this page was coming from. So I put the paint in the background, stenciled over with white, put a few neons over the top to boost the colour. Got this cool, I think she's called a Flapper Girl or a Vogue Girl from Scrap FX stencil. And it's quite a bold stencil, which I really like. The face is quite, not abstract, but it's basically just focusing on her hair, so it's quite an unusual stencil, and the fact that it's in profile as well, I really like. You can sort of see her face is hidden there. So when I got to this page, you can see me tapping my fingers going, yeah, what do I do now? What do I do now? So I decided that I just needed to write on this page. So I got my pens out and I just wrote, tried to work out what was actually going to write on it. But basically it was me just emptying out my brain about exactly what I've just taught to you in the video, why I was struggling with creating, why this page was so hard for me. It's a really simple page, but it was really hard for me to do. What I needed to do to change that, and what I came up with is I needed to make art daily. I needed to make it a priority again in my life. And it's funny, I'm probably not laser focused because people would say to me and go, you're definitely not focused at all. But when I decide to do something, I tend to do it full on. And I have had to make a real commitment to my health and getting healthy, which has been really good. And, I've actually been able to exercise daily, which has been fantastic for the last 3 months. But since I've been doing that, my art has dropped off. So it's just finding that balance in life again, which is always a struggle, especially when you've got small kids and working and everything else that everyone else, deals with. So those people who have got it all worked out, I really admire you. I'm still in the working out stage. So these are the block letters from Dina Wakely. So any alphabet letters would work. But I just wanted to make my own heading. So my own mantra, make art daily, was going to be what I needed to do. And I was going to stick that over my journaling. Not that anything that I journaled in the background I wanted to hide or anything. But once I'd written it down, I'd written it down. I didn't need to go back and read it. But what I did need to remind myself of is this, that, make a commitment to yourself, make a commitment to your studio, make a commitment to your art practice, make art daily. So I'd be really interested to hear from any of you guys. Is that something that you do every day? I know for me personally, the 100-day project's coming up again in January. I think they've changed it. It used to be in April, now it's at the end of January. And I will be doing that again. That's what got me into doing that sort of daily art, and it was a really good practice. I know last year when I had my broken wrist, while it was tricky, having that focus of 100 days and being committed and doing it really brought me through that period as well, because it gave me something to focus on, especially when I wasn't working. It gave me something that I could look forward to each day to do. So I'm looking forward to that challenge again. I think it'll be the 5th year I'm doing it. Can't remember now. It's been a while. So let me know about how you feel about making art daily, if you do it, or how you balance it all in your life. And if you're doing the 100-day project, share with me what you're doing. I'd be really interested to know. So hopefully you will see the benefits of me doing more art daily, because you will see a lot more videos going up. You will see hopefully a lot more difference in the styles of stuff I'm doing as I explore different things. So hopefully it will benefit all of us. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.